welcome everybody to a another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year.
And despite the difference in talent level, these teams were fairly evenly matched last year.
And here are the Thunder now. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Misses the three. Here's Bailey. Right side Ingram. Over Dort. Oh, rejected by Howard. Here's SGA. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. In transition, here they come. Pass to Ingram. Here's Roy. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Here's Bailey. 4 on the clock. Here's Barnes. Howard grabs the miss. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC. Piece by piece.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good.
They haven't been able to find their rhythm. That's 3 straight misses now.
And Ingram with the block.
Ingram there with the defensive effort, putting that 7'3" wingspan to use. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Now here's SGA. Putting up 23 points per game. He's proved how reliable a threat he is. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game. Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls, Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
Outside Ingram. Kessler a screen. From behind the arc. Second chance effort. And he lays it in.
Well, gobbling up boards is what Kessler does best. Got some points out of that one, too.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Wallace. Toward outside. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Now Kessler. Lots of room. Again, Utah good for 2.
Well, nice pass by Kessler. He is the consummate team guy.
When we talk about Keontae George, what stands out to you the most, Dan?
Good question, B.A. I don't know that I'd pick one area. He's good at a wide variety of things. Can handle the ball, pass it, score it, and that gives you flexibility in terms of the guys you put around him.
And here's Ingram outside. Sinks it from distance.
Well, that's a huge part of Ingram's game. He can really do damage from the perimeter.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. And he gets it to go off the front iron. SGA's got 6 points.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
He throws it down with 2 hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. First trip to the line for him here. That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Now here's Kessler. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Fires the 3. The Thunder with the rebound. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket counts. He's got 10.
Well, great job to push it up the court with the pass, and they get a nice transition score.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Here's Collier. And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. The 3 from Prince. He's off on that one. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder. He put together 10 points. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Here's Joe. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Joe's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Guys, back to you.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. Utah trailing here. And you look for bright spots in this developing core for Utah, Grant. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, B.A. You have 2 gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen and Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker, manning the middle.
Utah with the ball. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
Williams misses.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Here's Shed to the middle. Pass to Filipowski. Utah moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Shoots over Hartenstein. From the elbow, Williams grabs the board.
And it seemed like they lost track of time. The shot clock, in that case, got the better of them.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Joe's got 6 in the quarter.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Pass to Williams. No good, and that makes him 0 for 3. Here's Prince. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Lets a floater go. And there's the call on Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul of the game.
At least the over-the-back call comes from playing hard. But you'd like to see him get better position.
Yeah, some coaches call that an error of commission. You're giving effort, trying to make something happen. You'll live with a few of those. All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball. I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Here's Williams. What a terrific move that is. Williams has gotten his first points in this one.
Just 1 for 5 this quarter, but don't expect him to back away from adversity.
Joe misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Utah with another miss. Thunder leading by 4. Stanley's one of the most exciting players in the league right now. What makes Ja Morant so special?
Well, look, B.A., his explosiveness. Sometimes he makes you nervous with how much he throws his body around. But what I love about Ja is that it shows he has no off switch. He plays with intensity.
Roy. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Woo! He just levitated in the air, double pumped, and slammed it home.
How about the D right there? They just got out of the way. They let him choose what kind of move he wanted to make. Pass to Kessler. Here's Bailey. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Yeah, calling his own number with this tight move there. Bailey showing that IQ.
And Williams punches it home.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, so.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mitchell. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, there's Ingram using his length and just hammering it down.
Here's Mitchell. Softly drops in the floater. Mitchell's got 8 here in this quarter.
Nice little floater there. Soft touch.
And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And a contract extension this summer for Jazz head coach Will Hardy.
Well, one of the youngest head coaches in the league. He has the respect of all of the other head coaches. He's part of that Spurs coaching tree, and his extension runs through 2031, which is a nice commitment from the Jazz. Well, that's his game. Ingram is so comfortable on the catch and shoot.
Here's Holmgren inside. Easy 2 for Holmgren.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
To the inside. It's stolen by Howard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wing shot on the way. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. And it's a 7-point Oklahoma City lead.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all three levels.
Dort for three. Utah grabs the miss. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Lets it go from 11. And that one's good. Ingram. Ingram's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, huge game from Ingram. He does this so often. Maybe one of the most overlooked stars in the league.
Back to SGA. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Howard controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Left side Ingram. Pass to Roy. Offline with a three.
He may have had too much time to think about it.
And Wallace, here we go.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
That one goes. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points for the game.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Howard. Tries again. And the layup is good. 6 points for him.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreaking.
The shot by Ingram, no good. Thunder leading by 10. Dort for three. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. Wallace has gotten 4 this quarter.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
It's stolen by SGA. SGA attacking. Offensive rebound. That one is off. Jazz trail by 12. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Filipowski. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. So both teams making some changes here. Oklahoma City leading by 13. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Love grabs the miss. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Down low. They need this. And he sinks the layup. Shedd's got his second basket of the night.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
And Hartenstein gets it to go.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Pass to Collier. And here's Nurkic for three. The Thunder pull it in.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
And it's Love missing. Here's Joe. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Thunder lead by 15.
Just an assertive play. He attacks the miss and sends it home.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They put in And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Jazz trail by 15. Pass to Bailey. Back to Ingram. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul of the game. Tries a 3 off the inbound. Hartenstein pulls it in. And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Memphis, where they'll face the Grizzlies. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just 1 game. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You're hitting the offensive glass with purpose. You gotta love the activity from Scotty Barnes.
To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That one on Barnes. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And they've been letting it rain from the mid-range. A throwback approach that's really working well for them in this one.
Here's Kessler. Here's Bailey. Banked it in off the glass.
And that's a key bucket for Bailey, showing he can make a difference on the glass.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Wallace. Kessler with a rebound. Jazz trail by 13. Here's Barnes. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. 3-pointer. Kessler with a rebound. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kessler.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Shea gets it to go off the drive.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
There's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Bailey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. The Thunder will take it. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Bailey pulls it down. Jazz trail by 15. Here's Barnes. Now Ingram. Dort with a steal. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And Kessler picks him up defensively.
And this is Shea's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
Now Barnes. Oh, no good on the layup. Oklahoma City leading by 17.
2 minutes.
Now SGA. Here's the break. Bailey. The putback. Just in time with the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Howard, the screen. Oh, yeah! That's good!
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Here's Kessler. Fires it from 14. Bailey. Knocks it loose. Now Barnes. Outside Ingram. Kessler a screen. 5 to shoot. Oh, rejected by Howard. They recover it. Yes, sir!
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Thunder.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And they add to the win column their 19th victory this year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Oh, no good.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Barnes with a rebound. And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.